Cheers, y'all. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. What's up, guys? Can you guys hear my voice well? And can you guys hear the music? Put it a little bit higher. What up, Kearns? Hello, Singing Bird. Hello, Meditative. Sounds good to me. Awesome. Thank you for letting me know, Kearns. How are you guys doing, man? How are the energies, y'all? How is the Matrix treating you guys right now? What up, Etheric? All right, my friends. All right, my friends. Let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. A little funny, been seeing a lot of Matrix movie clips pop up randomly on YouTube. Randomly. Randomly. Randomly, Etheric? Are you sure it's random? Alright. Okay, let's get to the message of the day. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get a message from Spirit for the collective at this moment. Give me something, Spirit, that is going to help the collective at this moment right now, the chat, the soul chat, with their endeavors. Collective endeavors. Nope. Doesn't feel like it's that one. Give me something. I know what you mean, Etheric. I know what you mean, bro. Alright. None of these feel like the message of the day at this moment. None of these feel like the message of... Oh, here we go. Okay, this is it. Alright, my friends, so as you travel through your journey of evolution and your journey of an alchemist, yeah, you're going to be going through different phases in your life. You're going to be going through different phases in your journey, right? When it comes to ancient alchemic techniques and things like that, there are three phases, okay? Three phases to this spiritual journey to the higher self, okay? There's the first black phase, which is the dark night of the soul, the white phase, which is the middle part, discovering of self, and higher self integration, and then of course the last phase, which is basically enlightenment. Okay, my friends, when you reach the white phase, the middle phase, it's because you have evoked your demon enough that you were able to release this demon, right? Bringing forth more clarity, my friends. And you might even realize your soul's purpose during this white phase, the second phase of alchemy. When you are in the second phase, you are able to see clearly. Things become more certain about who you are and your journey. That it becomes easy to discover yourself. It becomes easy to know and understand yourself. Now you know why you were a quiet kid. Now you know why Maybe some people didn't vibe with your energy because their energy was too low. Now you understand, oh, I'm a spiritual person, and this is my journey. When you get to this level of understanding in the white phase of alchemy, you are able to understand yourself. And through understanding yourself, you understand the universe. Because you are the universe. You see the parallels that you have and that the universe has. And that helps you understand yourself. And when you understand yourself, there's order in life. The message of the day, my friends, is for you. Explore what you like. Not what society wants you to like. Not what society thinks you should like. Just what you vibe with. Even if it's weird. It's actually more powerful if it's weird. Whatever weird means. Move towards that. Explore yourself. Discover yourself. If you're at this phase where you're getting this urge to understand and know yourself, know that you are in the middle phase of your alchemic journey. And that this phase is the fun phase. Here's where you get to understand yourself and even delve into past lives. Know yourself. Know your traumas. If this message of the day rings true to you, my friends, then it's time. It's time to go within and feel all of your feelings. All of them. Feelings of nostalgia. Feelings of places that you've never been to, but you can imagine them in your mind for some reason. Explore all of this. It's time, my friends. Life is full of wonder. Explore what's around you. What is up, my friends? I'm glad you guys are here. Another day in the Matrix. Another day in the simulation, my friends. How's everybody doing, man? I'm glad to see the familiar faces here. And I got maybe one or two people in here that are not familiar. Let's go. Yit Earn Leom. Hey, morning from Malaysia. Recent energies has been chaos. Good morning from, good afternoon from California. Nice to meet you, my friend. Thank you for being here. And yes, I'm sure the energies have been chaotic. But hopefully with this live, we can return to our divinity. We can return to ourselves. And we can have a chill live, yeah? Yeah. Lots of heavy energies. What's going on, man? What's going on? Why is there so many heavy energies, man? What is it? You're not trusting in yourself? You don't believe in yourself? What is well, let's try and figure this out, man. Let's try and understand each other, man. You guys should not be feeling, man. You guys, okay? Okay, I know this is part of the journey, but you should not be feeling down all the time, okay? You should always be feeling abundant. And if you don't, that's because you have a trauma inside of you that you're projecting, and then the world triggers you because of that, right? Put yourself in this world, right? Put yourself in this journey. Make yourself know that you are on a spiritual journey. It's not just, oh, an experience and I'm just here, right? There's a journey that's going on. There's an evolution that's going on within you, right? Know that this is what it is. Affirm that this is what it is. If you don't affirm that you are in a spiritual journey for growth, you're just going to be experiencing, right? And you're going to have no order, leading to chaos, yes? That's right, Empath Oracle. That's right. Thank you for being here, by the way. Hello, Dana. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you as well. Appreciate you guys. The lovely Soul Fam is always supporting me, man. You guys are always here every time I pop up live, even when it's a random live, which I usually never do. I think I did it one time, and you guys still popped up. I love you guys. Yes, we're very tired too. Had to take a nap yesterday for the first time in a long time. Oh man, that's a good thing sometimes, meditative. You know, you gotta listen to your body and your intuition sometimes, man. Resting is very important. Very, very important. Especially in this very hyper-masculine action society, right? We don't prioritize rest. And when we rest, it actually benefits us when we're actually in our masculine energy. If we rest, it helps with our masculine energy so we can actually move and take action when we need to, when we are called to, of course. I've been feeling more peaceful and integrated. Can't wait to see the other side of this. Let's go, Etheric. That's great for you, man. I've been having a hard time of it lately, and I'm very frustrated. Okay, is it, it feels like outside circumstances for you, Singing Bird, why you feel frustrated, yeah? Um, a lot of the times, right, it could be outside situations and outside circumstances and stuff like that. And no matter what, these are sometimes events that are you kind of have to go through. And even if they might be hard or harsh or whatever, things like that. It's always a test of the mental, right? It's always a test of where if you dip yourself to lower energies and you get frustrated and angry and things like that, it's totally okay. Sometimes it's actually even better for your healing to actually express these lower energies, just because they've been in there for a long time, so you can release them. So it's good to express yourself if you're feeling frustrated right now, right? Scream into a pillow if you have to, and things like that, right? Sometimes we hold on to these energies, dark energies, for too long, and they become bigger and bigger, creating blockages. No, excuse me, I spit a little bit. But a lot of people say, or a lot of people think that the spiritual journey is just I'm super zen all the time and I'm nice to everyone, and everything's good, man. But that's like 3% of the actual journey. Most of the journey is you understanding yourself and understanding your limits on where you limit yourself through your projections of society. That's most of the journey. That's most of the healing, right? It's very intense healing. It's a very intense journey, but it brings forth lots of fulfillment. That's why we're all here. I'm annoyed the media is making the Pope a hero. The movie is draining me. Thought more people would be awake by now. You can't. Look, man, don't lose sleep, man. Don't get annoyed by. This is why I got it. That's why I tell you guys, man. You can be informed, but understand this. This is very important, y'all. You're not here to experience the world. You're not here to do that. You're not here to experience the Pope dying and you being a part of this. And oh, there's an earthquake in Japan, or oh, there's a travesty in Korea, or like you're not here to experience this, the Earth drama. We're here to experience ourselves. So instead of looking at it like, man, this outside thing is triggering me, right? Instead, look at it, why is this outside thing triggering me? That means there's something inside of me that is allowing this outside event to trigger me. Let me take my power back so I won't get triggered from outside events and return to my divinity. You see? That's the spiritual journey. It's the experiencing of self. It has really nothing to do with the outside. The outside is a mirror, my friends. Yes? Understand this and know this, right? And here's the part, this is why it's so hard to be an alchemist, right? It's because it's not like this type of craft, right? It's not like you're fixing a car, right? When you're fixing a car, everything is there, right? You can look up online, you can ask other people, oh, and we're all here fixing this car. Maybe I'll tweak it this way and maybe I'll tweak it this way, right? But with alchemy, with this craft, it's different because you're going through it. And while you're going through it, you have to remind yourself, while you're angry and frustrated, remind yourself, oh, this is a game. I forgot. This is a game, and oh, the universe is just showing me where I need healing right now. Let me try to return. That's why it's difficult to be an alchemist. Sometimes this process takes days. You're frustrated for a couple days, 3 or 4 days, until finally you catch yourself. Oh yeah, this is another lesson. Okay, I understand. I'll let it go. Sometimes you get frustrated for an hour and you catch yourself, right? But that's the game here. We're not perfect. We're not the game isn't like we're always feeling good, love and light all the time. I'm a nice person all the time. No, the game is like this all the time, right? The law of rhythm, ups and downs. You're gonna get a lot of things that trigger you, but every time, instead of looking at it like, man, this thing triggered me, I'm not spiritual, right? Because I get triggered too easily. Hell no, that's not even close. Every time you get triggered is an opportunity for you to evolve. That's how the spiritualist looks at things, my friends. And that's how you should look at it every single time. And if you can't, right, and something reminds you, like this live or another piece of content, or even just yourself, or you read a book or something and it reminds you, right? Allow it. Allow it to remind you and let it take you back to your divinity again. What up, Benjamin? Yeah, go ahead. No worries. As long as you are respectful with your questions, okay? Life is a game, and these are the rules is a great book for helping with it. With this, has a chapter that talks about others being mirrors for us. Yes, very true, man. Um, I mean, how many people and channelers and psychics and how many and spiritual practices like yogiism and Shaivism and all that stuff. How many of these practices are going to tell us that this place is an illusion, right? All of them are telling us that this place is an illusion. All of them are. It's either even Dolores Cannon. She says this place is a play. It's like a movie that we're playing out, right? I like to call it a game, just like meditatives here calls it a game. And with just having this awareness on itself, right? Knowing, not just thinking, knowing that this is a game for souls, a playground. It takes away the heaviness of this place. It takes away the darkness, right? Because we are creating that darkness through our belief systems. This place is dark. This sucks. This is real life, right? Imagine if we had that mindset. This sucks. This place is dark. This is reality. Fuck that. But when you give yourself permission to understand the truth, I know that this place is a playground for souls and that we don't actually die. That's all an illusion. I'm eternal. I don't really get hurt. That's also part of this game. Pain and trauma is part of this game, and that's it. It does not come back to me when I go back home. All of you are missing home. That's why. That's why you fear. Because you miss home. The truth. But here's the fucking awesome part, my friends. You can bring home here. You can bring home here with your thoughts, your beliefs, and your words, and your actions. Yeah? And how to do this? Maintain. You have to maintain your divinity. Everywhere you go, you're going to get triggers, man. Everything in the world has a portal, magnetism, right? And electricity. Masculine, feminine, everything. So everything can take away your attention and then give you something else. Just like your phone. That's why they say that Square has a portal. Yeah, has a portal, of course. Right? So everything has the power to take your attention away. But here, you also have the power to take that attention away yourself. You have the power to not give power to things. Even if some people say, oh, this is dark magic, don't touch it. You don't have to accept that. Perception controls reality. I don't believe that that's dark magic. That thing's neutral to me. And it becomes neutral to you if you believe it. That's how powerful you are as a manifestor, my friends. The mind is this game. The mind is this game. Controlling the mind. And how do you control the mind? You access your heart, my friends. The heart you don't have to master. The heart just is. Perfect. The mind. That's the one you have to master. And how do you master it? Through your heart. I'm a very deep human. I am interested in atrocities of the world. No worries. Everybody has their purpose. Everyone has their experience. You know what I mean? This is why you have to know yourself, understand yourself, you know? Just don't let it get to you, though. Don't let it get to you, because it does get to you. The atrocities of the world will enter you because it's fear energy. It just will. And in the spiritual realm, it's not about events and things and people and situations. It's about energy. That's how they win, is through energy. Fear and love, right? Bendaiho. 419. Are you a witch? I don't consider myself a witch. I'm an alchemist. Hence the name, baby. Let's go. I'll say hi to you too. Thank you for being here. That's why some people are so attached to us to the point of it being toxic, draining. They subconsciously miss home themselves. Very true. This is why a lot of reasons, especially us light workers, right? Since a lot of us, I think almost all light workers, they don't come here. They're like star seeds, right? Um, then like since they're star seeds, this is not your home. We get like addicted to things here, right? Like we have addictive personalities, right? Because the energy, like let's say we're doing some type of drug or whatever and it feels good, right? Well, that's home. That feeling of dopamine and serotonin that the drug gives you, right? Whatever drug it is that you choose, that's how you feel when you're at home. So it's like that's why people have addictive personalities because they're basically they miss home. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of us also smoke pot and stuff. It's like the same thing. Pretty crazy, huh? There's a line in the song Wake Up by Avicii that goes, life is a game and love is the prize. I haven't heard that song. But Avicii was fantastic. How did Jews leave Israel as black people and return as white people? I have no idea. I'm not a historian, my friend. I have no idea. That doesn't really interest me. Nothing surprises me. It shouldn't. Nothing should surprise you. We live in an infinite universe where everything is possible. That's why when the people say, oh, negative things happen, oh, fear, oh, a war, oh, you should be afraid. Why? That happens all the time in this dimension. It's the lower dimensions. Infinite possibilities of darkness. So what? So what? Oh, but aren't you scared? Why should I be scared? I know that the game is about fear versus love. No matter what happens, I am never afraid. That's the game. And when you are never afraid, you personally, by yourself, not the collective, you personally on yourself, put yourself in higher frequencies and then put yourself in higher earths. Where all that fear mongering and all that crap goes away and now better events happen because you're in a higher frequency. It's that simple. Right? That's why I always say, be careful with listening with too much conspiracy theories and darkness and fear mongering and war and all this other crap. The true reason they're telling you all this in the news is to put fear in you. That's it. Or else they would be telling you a bunch of lovey-dovey stories and stuff like that too. But they don't do that, do they? They want to keep us at a lower frequency. Because when we all stay at a lower frequency, we are the manifestors. They cannot manifest, my friends. Archons, lower energies, the lizard people, whatever you want to call them, they don't manifest. They're just distorted energies that we created because we're manifestor beings. Right? Super chat. I got the keys, man. First super chat of the live. Let's freaking go. Thank you so much. I got the keys. All right, let's do it, man. Put this over here. Let's ask the crystal ball, yeah. I'm gonna have to clear my energy real quick. It might take a little while, okay? Show me, show me, show me. Show me, show me, show me. I got the keys. They're saying that there are times, especially in the last couple of weeks and couple of days, that there are times for you to actually, there were opportunities for you to let things go, right? things that may have bothered you, small things, events, things like that, little things, right, that may have bothered you, that you had a chance to let them go and you kind of held on to them. You know what I mean? Okay? Spirit wants you to remind yourself in these times, because you actually do remind yourself. I know you do. Like, it feels like you do sometimes. I remind myself, and then you kind of, right? You go back to your lower self sometimes, not all the time. They're saying they're saying now, make it a thing in your mind right now, right? And whenever it's time, make it a thing in your mind. I'm going to remind myself now. Tell God, tell your guides, give me opportunities to remind me to be more zen in certain things. Things that they shouldn't even be bothering me anyway. Yeah? Small things. Small things. But these little small things, man, when you have a different perspective on these small things, you're just going to have more peace in your life. Right? More peace brings more clarity for you, okay? Is there anything else? Okay. That's it. Thank you, I got the keys. I appreciate you, okay? What religion did you follow growing up? Catholicism. I'm Mexican. Well, I'm Mexican American, but my family's Mexican, and yeah, Catholicism. What up, Omkra? Good evening. Spirit always plays Avicii for me to hype me up and kick my butt when needed. Yes, I play a lot of EDM as well. It helps a lot with energy. It's a very energetic type of music. It helps me. I actually meditate to it right before I get started on something. Fear, false evidence, appearing real, absolutely meditative. That's like the most absolute truth that you can take. The song that helped me through with my spiritual awakening is Daylight by Taylor Swift. Interesting. Yeah, man, music opens portals, y'all. Music opens portals, man. When you guys, if you guys have a song, man, that you guys vibe with and you don't know why, but it just sounds beautiful, and other people don't like it, right? Or it's like your song that's only for you or whatever, or it activates, right? It's because God doesn't speak with words. God speaks with energies, right? And music is an energy. Music is a frequency. So if you're vibing with a song, it's usually because a version of you, right? Either a higher version of you or whatever, or your guides are speaking to you through that song with feelings. If a song makes you feel good and gives you inspiration, and then all of a sudden you're like, I want to do this, right? That's because a version of yourself was activated from that song. A version of yourself that already existed. Music is important, y'all. If you have a favorite song, I don't care if it's mainstream. Who gives a shit about that, right? The spiritual journey is a very personal journey. It's a very inner journey for you, because perception controls reality. You are the one that gets to dictate whether things are higher frequency or lower frequency. So if someone says, don't listen to mainstream music because it's lower frequency, that's their opinion. It's still up to you. Of course, there are music that obviously has lower frequency. That's way more than others. That obviously, yes, right? But there are still a lot of mainstream songs that it's still up to you to interpret them, whether that's a good message or a bad message. Perception controls reality, my friends. If you have a song that you vibe with, doesn't matter the song, it could be a song from a movie that's just music only, even better actually, without lyrics. Your guides are speaking to you through that song, my friends. Your guides are speaking to you through that song to bring out your emotions. Yeah? If you, again, message of the day, life is full of wonders. Explore what's around you. Y'all, discover yourself through music. Discover yourself through feeling deeply. You have to allow yourself to feel the music deeply and let the music take you. When you do this, you discover things about yourself, feelings about yourself. versions of yourself that have different aspirations and inspirations and motivations, right? That's how you're gonna discover your soul's purpose, my friends. Yes? That's the sacral chakra, by the way. That's the sacral chakra. Chuck Norris, dreams have been super random. What type of dreams are you having, Chuck? Any new messages from the Galactic Federation recently? I haven't channeled the Galactic Federation in a good while, or even just the Octurians and the Syrians. I haven't really channeled any star seeds right now, so I wouldn't really know. I do know that at this moment, just by just my knowing, I know that it's kind of the same old thing. We're kind of going back down again. We were at a peak of a lot of intense spiritual energy, right? Maybe even solar flares, but I'm not keeping up with that. But I know that that's what my knowing says that, so it's most likely true. And we're kind of going already back down to a low again, right? Low doesn't mean you're gonna go to a dark night of the soul or anything. It just means like less spiritual energy again. That's it. I think we're already kind of going like this. Yeah, we're about like right here. Then we're gonna go like that, and then go back up. For me, on music today was the Last of Us soundtrack I was playing, called The Fleeting and The Last of Us Seasons. Let's go, Omkra. That's very good, man. I play a lot of soundtrack music as well. I play that one. What's it called? It helps a lot with my creative alchemy. Creative alchemy is very powerful for manifesting, man. Visualizing and creating movies in your mind, and those movies that create in your mind, are basically future timelines that you're creating. You know what I mean? And music like that, soundtracks like that, help a lot. And since they're movie soundtracks already, you can kind of just create your own movie that involves you as the main character, right? That's how you manifest, bro. That's like one of the best ways to manifest. Unfortunately, I gotta go. My phone battery is 2%. Thank you for being with us, Purple. Have a good night, okay? Appreciate you. I started listening to love songs as if they are love songs to God. Wow. Wow. Music is huge help for me, chill, old folks music. That is amazing, Kearns. That is high level alchemy, what you're doing, okay? You're adding meaning to those songs. And you're making it like as if God is speaking to you, right? Which He is. If that's your thought, right? And if that's your intention, then that's because God is speaking to you through those songs, man. And that ups your frequency. It's genius. There's also music from the video game Dogs 2 called Granjo Peak that I really like. Yeah, man. Let me see. I like. There's so many songs. I like this like Donkey Kong song that I listen to a lot, and it's very like ambient song. So it just triggers, man. It triggers Astro Body, and it triggers so much. It's a fantastic song. I just have a bunch of music that I listen to, man, and I meditate to. And I highly recommend you guys do that too. In fact, after this, when it's time to meditate, put one of your favorite songs and meditate to it. I have a reader been getting past life readings from being amazing, seeing the similarities from past to this life, definitely worth exploring. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Yeah, man, your past lives are in your spiritual body. Like I said, if you're able to get to the white phase of alchemy, which is higher self integration and letting go of, that pesky lower self, that the dark night of the soul, basically. Once you get past that, you're going to be able to actually enter and start exploring your spiritual body, which is your past lives and all that stuff, and even future lives as well, if you're that perceptive, Edgar, what are my guides informing me now? The music, yes, that is true. Also, I did do a video today, and the atmosphere when I was walking was surrealistic, even colorful. Okay, even recorded while walking to see where it goes. Okay, you created a video, right? Okay. Is this like for content, Omkra? Something about like my battery died. It was to follow the opening feeling. I was going to say, I heard fun, Omkra, right? Well, every time you're going to be doing something, right? Right before you do something, you're always going to get some type of feeling, maybe I shouldn't do it, or maybe I'll this and that, or I don't know, right? They're saying fun, 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 fun. So try to look at things through fun and adventure, yeah? When you look at things through fun and adventure, kind of like I think this is what you did. This is why you went with the flow, right? You're going to be creating things and your creativity is going to spike. Does this make sense? You're kind of right. I'm feeling that too. Even did shrooms on Monday, and there wasn't lots of spiritual activity. And usually I have insane trips. The time was chill and very fun. Way 3D way. Yeah, it's the spiritual activity is starting to dip. Every day it's gonna go lower and lower and lower until basically the full moon. When the full moon comes, it's gonna rise back up again. We're all this whole place, man. If you really think about it and what everything is saying and what astrologists say, and even what I say, it's all the same thing, y'all. Let's be honest, man. We're all just going like this. We're all going through loops. We're gonna go back down. It's always the law of rhythm. Go back down, less spiritual activity. Everything's kind of quiet. Then all of a sudden, the spiritual activity goes up. Some people feel freaking amazing and have kundalinis, or whatever. Some people get enlightened. Some people find their soul's purpose, and then other people are still in the black phase of alchemy. So they go right back to their darkness. Their darkness comes and shows them in their face, right? That's because they have to overcome that darkness, right? And that's the loop. And if you don't overcome the darkness, right, that kind of goes away a little bit. The spiritual activity goes down, right? And even the people that did have like a good spiritual enlightenment, even that goes down too, So even the same spells that they did that day where they had the enlightenment, the same meditation practices, it's not as strong anymore. It's not as strong anymore. You know what I mean? So that's this whole game, y'all. It's just boom, boom, boom. So this is why I tell you guys, man, it doesn't matter where you're at. It doesn't matter how bad, how low you feel, where you are with your lower self and your demons, right? Eventually, it's gonna get, the dark night of the soul is just gonna be so profound that you're gonna have to do something about it. And you're gonna have to basically evoke your demon, confront your demon, and let it go. And you're going to find a way. I know you are. Because Lightworkers have a different archetype, man. All you guys, starseeds. You don't think like humans, y'all. Okay? You guys are always thinking about spirituality. I know you guys are. Maybe now, every now and then you dip into the 3D and then randomly you start getting thoughts about spirituality. Of course you do. Why? And you start thinking about my feelings and about this and about that and spirits. Every now and then you start analyzing your spirituality. Why? Because you're a natural healer, bro. All of you guys are natural healers. And if you haven't gotten over that darkness, that blockage, the darkness of the soul, whatever you're experiencing right now, it means eventually you will. Because this is what you are. It's literally your purpose. Right? Literally. It's just like a pen writes. You are a healer, and that's it. That's your purpose. Even if it doesn't feel like it. And when we say soul's purpose, it's not just a fancy word, right? It's not, oh yeah, it's a cool word to say mission. No, it's like you were made for this. That's your purpose. Like you were God, yourself, your higher self, made your 3D self perfect. Perfect for this. That's what a destiny is. Yeah? And you have the power with your thought process and your perception to make this destiny that's already created for you more solid. How? By believing in it. By knowing it's going to happen. Law of assumption, right? You're assuming. Not even assuming. It's done already. Boom. It's done. That's how you do it, my friends. Yeah? Do you follow Chinese astrology? What is your birth year? I'm the year of the goat. Because I'm a goat. No. I don't really follow Chinese astrology, but I know Chinese astrology is very, very accurate. They're all accurate. Even the ones that say, oh, this is not the real astrology, this is the astrology. They all explain the universe. They're all accurate. They all come from the same thing. Just different expressions of it. Every single thing, like astrology, numerology, they're there to guide the self. That's it. Remember, you're experiencing yourself. You're not experiencing the universe, right? You are the universe. They're there to guide you only. You don't have to look at them, right? You could be guided in other ways, through angel numbers, be guided through the Bible, be guided through Stoicism, be guided through numerology, be guided through astrology. It's just guides. That's all it is. What's going on? What's going on here, Beryl? Are you causing something? Let's try not to have any turmoil in the chat, please. Light and love, guys. Light and love, okay? We are here to accept all people, even if they have different perceptions, okay? That was the flow of creation during college, and it was a powerful indication of, well, you know. Yeah, I understand. The universe is play, y'all, as well, okay? Basically, everything in the universe, when it comes to God, God's most original form, our most original form, the self, right? The true self. That self is always in a state of play. It's always in a state of fun. Fun and play is God's original form, right? So if we can bring that, right? Remember, our job as Lightworkers is to bring heaven here, okay? So if we can bring the state of play wherever we are, right? Even if there are situations that are dark and heavy, and yes, we got to stay vigilant, and yes, we got to keep our boundaries and all that stuff, and be serious when we need to, but in the back of our mind, we always tell ourselves, this is a game. This is a game, a playground for souls. A playground for souls to have fun. I'm here to have fun. You lighten the mood. You lighten your belief systems. And then you become a magnet. Because you're in a state of abundance now. You're in a state of gratefulness. A state of play. Right? And play is fun. And fun is love. My friends, yes? Love, fear. Anime Boy, with the second super chat of the night. Let's go. Thanks so much, Anime Boy. Can I have a reading on my soul tribe? We have been separated for a while, and they mean to me a lot. Your soul tribe. You have been separated. Are you talking about separation in the 3D? Well, it has to be, right? In the 3D? Interesting. So you're friends, right? These are your friends? Anime Boy? A circle of friends around you. Providing comfort and stuff like that. Interesting. I can feel that. I can feel the camaraderie as well. Yes, perfect. Show me. Show me, Anime Boy. This feels like, Anime Boy, it feels like you're going to find other people in your soul tribe that you have not found in the 3D yet. Does this make sense, Anime Boy? It doesn't feel like you're going to find them soon, though. It feels like it's going to take you a little while, okay? But in the 3D. But eventually, with your spiritual journey that you are doing and the spiritual connection that you're having for yourself, right? I think it's also the thing that is keeping you by yourself at this moment, at least alone with your thoughts. I know there's people around you as well, but at least mostly just you alone with your thoughts is because you kind of need to be right now, so you can understand yourself. You have a lot of understanding to do. You're a very deep person, though. I can tell right away. So you have a lot of understanding to do, and your deepness is going to help you understand yourself. So you need to do that first, and then you're going to eventually find your soul tribe. But new members of your soul tribe, new members in this 3D place, new 3D. You already know them in the spiritual realm. Okay? I don't know how many members, maybe just 1 or 2 people. It doesn't feel like anytime soon either, okay? But you will find your people again, okay? And they might even be around you right now. You don't even know it yet. Yeah. All right, well, thank you so much, Anime Boy. Thank you so much for that. If you have any other questions, go ahead and ask me, okay? But this is what it feels like it's coming for you, okay? It was very, very loud and clear, too. What is going on over here, man? Well, anyway, you're welcome. You're welcome, Anime Way. Thank you for the super chat, okay? What's going on, Beryl? What's going on with you? Why are you over here trying to throw lower fighting energy in this safe space here? What's going on? That's okay, you know, but what's going on? Why are you triggered? How did you find about being a master? How old were you when you found out? This was 2023. Someone told me. Someone came to me and told me, and when they told me, basically I started to channel. When she told me, it was like I awokened. It was crazy. I was already awoken to spirituality, but I didn't know I was an ascended master yet, right? So when this person told me, all my memories started coming back. and it activated my I activated it. And you know what's even crazier, and how I know that she's telling the truth, is because she was also a medium. And when she told me, I got excited, right? And this was through text. So I got excited, and I'm like, wow, I'm a master, right? My ego, right? I got excited, right? And she sent me a message right after that. You got excited, didn't you? And I was like, what the fuck? This spiritual stuff is real, bro. This is before all my intuition and all my feelings and all that stuff. Before I started trusting it. My feelings were always there. My intuition was always there. I just never trusted it. You know what I mean? But yeah. Okay, this is a timeout for you, Beryl, because you're throwing a lot of lower energy for like no reason. So I cannot have you be here with your lower energy. But no worries, no worries, no worries. Everyone has their reasons. Everyone has their reasons. Everyone has their triggers. We don't blame anybody. We don't do any of that. We're alchemists, baby. We understand. All right. Yeah, that's it, Chuck Norris. That's it. And it was through TikTok, man. A medium messaged me on TikTok. I had like about three mediums message me on TikTok about my purpose. On TikTok. And trust me, y'all, when they told me this, it took me like months to believe it. I'm like, nah, it's just bullshit. You know what I mean? So everybody has their timing in life. Everyone has their timing in their soul's purpose, right? You're never gonna know exactly right away, and you might even doubt it now, right? But eventually, things are going to align. Eventually, especially if you're in this, if you're here in this chat right now, you're with the New Earth timeline, bro. You just are. Even if you're in a lower frequency, doesn't matter. You are in the New Earth timeline. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, do you remember things outside of this lifetime? I do, Etheric. I do. I'm gonna make some videos about this, about past lives. But I don't have this wound anymore because I healed this wound. Okay, but I had a very strong witch wound. Okay, and yeah, I'm sure you guys know what a witch wound is, right? So I had that. I had a very, very, very strong, and I haven't healed this part about me yet. Okay, but it was a version of me, a past life version of me, that's an alchemist, and I was teaching the way, just like I'm doing here. It's like the same exact life. It's just it was like back in the 1500s or something like that, and they freaking they killed me, and they killed my family and all that stuff, and it's a very traumatic memory. Even just saying it now kind of triggers that version of me. You know what I mean? So yeah, things like that. Things like that. I don't remember future selves, but I do remember a lot of past selves, memories and visions as well. Also, a very, very strong memory and a vision of a monk meditating at it feels like the Himalayas. So I'm guessing I was there as well, you know? And as I speak about it, I'm getting like this like kind of weird orgasmic kundalini energy coming out of my hands. So that's how I know it's like truth that I'm talking about. Good question though, Etheric. Bojin Stone update. Hey, let's go, Xander. That's right, I forgot about your Boji Stones, man. They are extremely powerful. Just touch them and energy is wild. Makes me want to check that out then. That's very interesting. Let us know more, Xander, whenever you use them more and see what happens. Let us know, because I'm very interested in that as well, okay? Right now, all I really know is that I was a Native American in a past life. Okay, so this is what I do, y'all, and this is, I think I told you guys this all the time. Remember, you have to feel your feelings when you want to access past life memories, y'all, okay? You have to feel your feelings. So, if you think you have a version of you that's a Native American in the past life, put on some Native American music, man. Right? Call upon your Native American ancestors. And no, don't, oh, I think I might have, let me just call, no, I know they're there. I'm going to call them up to be here with me while you put on some of this music, yeah? That's going to help them come out even more. And if you stay in a state of trance while you're listening to this music, knowing that your ancestors are around you, you're gonna start receiving visions. I promise you, you will. But you have to feel the music so much, and you have to feel yourself. Connect with that version of yourself. Tell yourself, I'm Native American right now. I'm not singing bird at this moment. I'm this version of me right now. You return to that state, and then you're gonna start getting past life memories and stuff, visions and stuff. That's how it works, okay? It's all music helps so much with past life memories and feelings. No, it is nice that I remember it. It's nice, man. Look, man, I'm an alchemist, right? I'm not here to just have fun, right? My type of fun is shadow work. I know that's crazy to say, okay? My partner can tell you that, you know? She thinks I'm crazy. Like, she thinks going to do shadow work is fun for me. How is that fun? You know, it's fun. I just like it. So, yeah, I have lots of fun in the spiritual realm. So it was nice, etheric. Do I have anybody that asks questions that I missed any? I don't think so. Okay. Edgar, are we pulling the 3D, 4D dimension towards the 5D dimension? What we're doing, we're bringing the consciousness here to the 3D. We're bringing the consciousness of the 4D and the 5D. Well, actually, just 5D, truly, right? We're bringing the consciousness of the 5D to the 3D, 4D dimension, if that makes sense. Yeah. So yeah, kind of like a merging. Yeah. Was told I could be a medium recently. How long did it take for you to be able to channel clearly? Right away. I don't know. It just was natural for me, man. It was just right away. Actually, you know what helped me was marijuana. I guess I was doing shadow work, and it just my mother and a mother version and a father version, not of this world, of some other world, and I still don't know which world, by the way. But they came to me and they channeled right through me. It wasn't me that was speaking through me. It was them, and they healed me. They took away all. I had such a really big fear of failure, y'all. It was so powerful, this fear of failure, right? That only my parents from another world, I have no idea where, channel through me, and they healed me, completely healed me, right? So that's how I knew I can channel, and when that happened to me. So I just kept fucking with it. And I didn't learn from anybody, y'all. I followed my intuition on how to do it myself. And when I knew I was good enough to predict things, because I started predicting things and they started to fucking come true. And it was insane. So when I knew that I could do this, that's when I brought it here on the lives. And here we are. Sarah, same. Let's go. About 4 years ago. Let's go. Yeah, that's right, man. There you are, right? There you are. You're a channeler. You're a medium, and you're a channeler. If you can channel energy, you're a medium already, because you can speak to energies on the other side as well, right? And here's the funny part. Not the funny part, but here's the part about being a medium and being able to speak to spirits on the other side, or shaman, or whatever you want to call it. Use the tools that are given to you, man. Use music as tools. Use mudras as tools, and feel, man. It's all about feeling. It's all about feeling. If you're speaking and it feels like you're getting loopy and you're kind of speaking automatically, that's channeling, okay? And then you randomly go like this, right? And you allow it. You have to allow it, right? You'll just start going like this, or you do some type of mudra, right? Allow it. And that's how you're gonna channel. That's what channeling is. It's just allowing things, right? Surrendering. I was curious on shadow work. Otherwise, why am I attracted to it? Because you're a healer, man. That's why you're all of you guys. Even if you guys don't want to, right? You guys are natural healers. All of us, all starseeds are natural healers. That's why we come from different worlds. That's why shadow work comes to us. Even in our minds, we're always thinking about certain things, certain spiritual concepts and things like that. And sometimes you might even see a person, a couple being together, and then that reminds you, oh, divine feminine, divine masculine, oh, this and this, and blah blah blah, consciousness, and You know what I mean? This is who we are. What other kind of shadow work do you do? Okay, so I do. When it comes to shadow work, I always return to my fears. Um, and you have to know yourself as well, right? You have to know your triggers, okay? But for me, it's fear of failure, obviously. Well, not obvious, but fear of failure, and shame and guilt, right? And so I know that those are from certain things, and also my inner child, right? Shadow work always usually starts with the inner child. It's always the inner child that doesn't feel good, man, right? Or it doesn't feel good enough, or is not in a state of happiness. And sometimes just speaking to your inner child, right? Trying to give it advice, right? Which you can do just by speaking to yourself, you can do that, right? Is not enough. Sometimes the inner child is so scared that it just needs you to like hold it in spirit, right? And if you act it out, remember, this is like a movie, okay? If you feel as much as you can, like your inner child is right here with you, and you are there at, like you're here and you're here at the same time, and you feel this in your knowing, right, and in your intuition, that's actually really happening in the 4D and the 5D, okay? It's not fake. That's actually really happening in the spiritual realm. So since that's actually really happening in the spiritual realm, and you're actually holding your inner child, that means you can heal it. You can caress it. You can tell everything's gonna be okay. And you feel this. You feel it. You don't just say it. Oh, everything's gonna be okay. Whatever. No, you have to feel that shit, man. Right? It's all about feelings. This is how you're going to heal. You have to. It's deep feelings. Feel your feelings all the way. Etheric, Edgar mentioned to me Egypt to me. I wonder, there's a huge chance. All of us here, bro, we know each other in the spiritual realm, y'all. We do, and we've had a lot of experiences with ourselves, right, and other timelines and stuff. Like, of course, that's why we're meeting each other again. And there's a lot more coming. A lot more coming. I promise you. Promise you there's a lot more coming. Okay? Meaning my videos are gonna go crazy viral. I used to keep asking about past lives, but my inner knowing angel said not yet. It's not time. Very good, Kearns. Very good. Follow that, okay? It's very good to follow your inner knowing, okay? Yeah, it can be overwhelming if not prepared. I don't think it's too important, but it can be helpful in some ways. Better to focus on in the now. Yes. Thank you for saying that, Etheric, because you're right, man. There were some wounds that I healed that later I found out that they're actually past life wounds, especially my witch wound. But you don't have to go to the past to heal, because there really is no past. That's an illusion anyway. It's all here and now. You know what I mean? So you don't have to go to the past and go to your past selves to try to, heal you. You don't have to do that. It's just, you just gotta know yourself and talk to your inner child, right? And know your fears. It's always your fears. Fear of judgment, fear of failure, right? Fear of the unknown, even the fear of death, right? Even just fear of fear. Fear of fear is very powerful. That's why there's all this fear mongering. Even in the spiritual community, there's still a bunch of fear mongering. People still haven't figured it out in the spiritual community that it's not about situations and events, it's about freaking energies. And they are falling for the fear energy. Then they're going to manifest fear in their life. They don't understand that. That's right, Chuck Norris. This is who we are, man. That's right. Sarah, appreciate you. First time here. Let's go, Sarah. And it's validating to hear you talk about what I've been feeling. Let's go, man. Let's go. That's right. I know, man, for a fact, because my guides have shown me with visions and claircognizance that We're all of us star seeds and light workers and all that stuff, right? We're all experiencing the same story. It's just told in different ways, right? But it's the same story. So we're all kind of healing each other as well. Especially, one of the best ways to heal is to like lead by example. You know what I mean? Because yeah, we can listen to guided meditations, we can listen to meditations and affirmations and praying and all that stuff. But sometimes just having somebody that's like, oh yeah, I've been through what you've been through, and look, I'm chilling now, right? Oh, that brings comfort because we're all connected. You know what I'm saying? So just even if you don't think this is for some of you guys, or actually feels like a lot of you guys, even if you don't think that your journey is of any importance, it actually is of insane importance, right? Because even just one action of love that comes from you could change another person's perspective forever because of your energy, right? That's why we're here, right? To create this new earth. And by the way, here's the cool part, y'all. We to create the new earth, there's only about 8% that needs to start believing in abundance. Probably even less, probably like 5%. And then you create this new world. That's how powerful the light is. It's almost too overpowered sometimes. Anyway, thank you for being here, Sarah. I love being at home. My house feels like it's part of the energy grid. It feels great at home, even alone, away from energy vampires. Me and my dog are very high vibes. Let's go, Kearns, and Kearns home, Kearns house, and Kearns dog. Man, let's go. Dogs and cats are so important. Animals. It doesn't have to be dogs or cats, but they're just very important, man. They're not there just because they're there. They're really there for a reason, you know. If you have a dog that provides love and comfort for you, it's because that dog chose you. You know what I mean? That cat chose you. That bird chose you, right? That bird chose you because it wants to be a part of your journey to help you whenever you're feeling low or whenever. Let's say if you didn't have your dog or your cat, man, you would enter your home and it'd be lonely. But now you enter, your dog is there, your cat is there, it makes you feel better, right? Thank you, Chuck Norris. Right now is the sum of everything that we are and have been and have experienced. So whatever karma we need to deal with, we are. Yes, very true, man. We are the karma. Basically, we are our karma, living it out at the same time. Again, experiencing yourself, right? Very true. From a linear, yeah, exactly. From a linear perspective. Yep. Question: Xander had reading done, and they said baby daddy was twin flame. Where have been told different person before. Could you please clear this up, and could you ask my soul about my soul purpose? Thanks. Okay. This your baby daddy feels like I can see why they would say it's the twin flame because it feels like that type of connection. But honestly, it just kind of just feels like, and I hate using this word, but like a false twin flame or whatever. It feels like just like a lessons that you need to learn for yourself for your evolution. Okay, your soul's purpose, truly, Xander, is just to experience. I know that sounds crazy right now, okay, but I know I've told you this before, okay, but if it really feels like you're like a what's it called? A leaf, right? A leaf, and the universe is the air, and it's just pushing you where it needs to push you. Okay, for you, there's not a lot of insane action that you need to do or anything like this, right? Whatever. For you, you just kind of have to flow a little bit and understand yourself and love yourself. There's going to be a lot of mental things that you have to overcome that happen because of people. That happen because of people and events. It has nothing to do with the people, it's the triggering that's happening within you that is your journey, okay? So again, you're being pushed, okay? It also feels like these people, including this twin flame, false twin flame, whatever you want to call it, in your life, right? There's a connection here, but there's the connection here is of learning lessons, right? And you can let go of this connection, okay? You can let go of it now, truly, okay? Missing my Ella in photo, but told she was a guide now. Yes, and that's what I felt, okay? Like this. So I'm guessing that's her, right? Going like this, smiling and saying, "Yep." That's very like a lot of love and well, not pride. I don't think they have pride, but like, yeah, that's me, right? Yeah. Do you have a twin flame, Xander? Do you have a twin flame, an actual twin flame? It does not feel like there's a twin flame coming for you though, Xander. Okay? That's not a bad thing, okay? But it feels like there's a partner for you out there. But the way, because I'm seeing this partner behind you, but there's like in my vision, what I'm seeing is like you're in the way, okay, of this. It's not even a partner. It's like a manifestation. It's like your own manifestation, right? A soul partner, okay? And you're in the way of that with your belief systems, maybe a little bit still, right? And also less belief in yourself. There's sometimes you don't believe in yourself, okay? Um, yeah, confidence and less belief, confidence in your purpose. Excuse me. And well, yeah, they say purpose, but I'm gonna call it journey, right? So I'm guessing your journey is your purpose, right? Confidence in your journey of evolution, journey of a spiritual evolution and spiritual growth. Confidence in it. You need more confidence in it. You don't have more confidence. When you release this confidence, you're gonna get out of your own way, and your manifestation is gonna be there. Manifestation of love. Okay. That was a very clear one too. Very, very clear one. Okay. Usually when I touch these, I just started doing it right now intuitively. Usually when I'm touching this, it's because the energy is of my reading. It's because the energy is calling for this. So these frequencies right here are like confidence. This is Tiger Eye. So the energy is calling for you to be a little bit more confidence in yourself, Xander. Confidence in your journey, Xander. This is gonna help you a lot. Okay. Yeah. I think this is it. Because I can't say anything else. Yeah. Okay. When I had my awakening, was that my aunt who helped guide me? Interesting. All right, we're gonna have to go in deep for this one, Sarah. Let me ask the crystal ball. And let me really try and get a reading on your energy. Yeah, okay, your aunt said several times, but not all the time, okay? Several times appeared to you. Okay, so your guides come to you, Sarah, okay, when they were guiding you, and they're still guiding you right now, obviously. Um, when they come to you, okay, they come in like a little cluster, right? And they're all in there. And they tell you things, okay? This is important, okay? They tell you things, oh, do it this way. Oh, don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be fine. Just trust, right? In between those words, everything's gonna be fine. Just trust. Boom, your aunt pops up randomly. That's not random, but she just pops up and tells you, don't worry, just trust. Leaves. Then comes back. Every time you get something like this, right? Every time you get some type of message, your aunt is in that message every now and then. Says what she has to say to you, and then leaves. Okay? What you can do is you can isolate her, right? And it feels like you might have even no, that's not true. But you can do this now, okay? You can even isolate now. You saying that you're able to channel. You can even channel her, okay? You can channel her as well just by thinking about her and by asking. If you, if Sarah, you say it just channeled. When you channeled, it came naturally to you. It should be easy for you, okay? All you have to do is ask, okay? And she'll be able to come out. The thing about channeling as well is you have to allow it, right? When you ask, allow the energy to come in, okay? So yes, short answer, yes. Of course, man. Of course, it was your aunt. Even if, like, let's say you have a family member that wasn't so good to you, but they passed away, they are still your guides because they're not here anymore. They don't have prejudices. They don't have hatred in their heart. Nothing. They're back with God again. So they don't hate you anymore. They never did anyway. That was an illusion. You're welcome, Sarah. Big cluster, okay? It's important, Sarah. Big cluster of spirit guides that you have, okay? All right. Kenyetta, how you doing, Kenyetta? Thank you for being here. Question: any message from my spirit guides? Okay. I'm gonna do this one for Kenyetta, and then I'm gonna answer Onkra's itchy nose question. If anybody else can answer that one, go ahead. And then I'm gonna call it a day. Okay, guys. This is a wonderful live. I love you guys very, very much. But I gotta go, man. Okay. Let me put this little crystal right here. Maybe this will help. Show me. Show me. Show me Kenyetta, please. Show me. They need you to feel your feelings more, Kenyetta. Sometimes you overanalyze things, Kenyetta. Too much mind, Kenyetta. Too much mind. You're overanalyzing everything. And when you overanalyze everything, new questions come. Am I gonna do this? Is this gonna happen? What if this happens? What if that? Spirit wants you to return. When this is happening, too many thoughts, lower frequencies. Just let go of those thoughts. And return again to your being. Practice being. Yes? You're too mind right now. Too overanalyzing everything. Return to the heart. The heart is the map. The mind is just the direction. Yes? You overanalyze things, and then sometimes you get things to take away your peace while overanalyzing them. It's okay to analyze things so you can understand yourself, yeah? But you want to have balance as well, okay? Overanalyzing brings more stress. Let go. Learn to let go, okay? All right. Okay. No worries, Kenyetta, no worries. We all overanalyze, by the way. Overanalyze, man. If you're an Aquarius, that's all you're doing. Aquarius energy, over analytical. Virgo energy, over analytical. Scorpio energy, over analytical. If you got any of these in your chart, You're very intelligent. You analyze a lot. Sometimes you need to return to the feelings. Sometimes you need to return to the feminine energy. Yeah. The heart, baby. Libra, let's go. Interesting, interesting. Libra, Libra, Libra. Well, that is an air sign, so I'm guessing air is probably the most analytical of all the signs. Besides, I guess, maybe... No, yeah, maybe Earth? Nah, not Earth. Air is very analytical, so... there it is. Wait, relatives hating on us is just an illusion? That's right, meditative. That's right, meditative. That's right. This is why it doesn't feel right. Think about it. Look, before I leave, y'all, look at things through energy and frequency, not through events and situations. That's logic and reason of this world. You have to look at them through energy and frequency, right? The truth is that everything is love, right? The truth is that everything is love. Our truest form is love. That is our truest form. So when we enter this place where our perception is limited, right? And when our perception is limited, we create lower energies because of our perception being limited. And then we call that truth. Fear and hate enter here because we have small perceptions. And we call that the truth. But it's not the truth. It's just an illusion. A perception. A false perception of the truth, which is love. Yeah. Oh, I got a super chat. Let's go, Jay Moreno. Thank you so much, man. Much love, brother. Hope you're having a nice peace-filled day. Thank you so much, Jay. I appreciate you, man. I love that. He sent me a super chat right before I leave, man. Let's go. I thank you, man. I appreciate you. I love you guys very, very much. You guys are always here for me, man. Every time I come on live. Hello, Sunny Delight. You guys are always here, man. So I appreciate you guys so very, very much. I appreciate my soul fam so very much, man. But I gotta go, guys. Okay. I got to go. Okay, guys. I love you guys very much. Keep doing your thing, man. Keep working. Keep doing the great work. You're not behind. Okay. There is no time, so you can't. Being behind is not real. You know what I mean? You're not, nothing's wrong with you. All right, you're just experiencing your life as a human. That's it. And it's fucking temporary, y'all. All right. When we go back to our spiritual self, our real self, our life is gonna feel like that. Okay. Have fun, y'all. Know that it is a character you're playing. Edgar the Alchemist, a character. Yes. Omkra, a character. Etheric, a character. Okay? Alright, guys. Bye-bye. Thank you guys so much. Namaste, okay?